Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. It's the last week of the month, and we have one more hero for you. It is Kris from Deltarune. The deck itself is called Deltarune. If you don't know, Deltarune is not the sequel to Undertale, but it's got a bunch of the same characters. It's made by the same person. It's extremely good, and I can't wait for there to be more of it someday. But for now, we get to play as its protagonist. They're going to be fighting the Initiative alongside Cypher, a new variant for Tempest, it's Hydro Force Tempest, and target Johnny Rocket, and they'll be fighting in the definitive realm of Discord. I did want to show off this cool box that Kris comes in. There's a lot of very good fan art in this deck, and along with that there's a rules card, which is a good idea to read before the game starts. TP, or tension points, is based on the game Deltarune, which is mainly be used by spending them on abilities called acts. The TP counter cannot be increased above 10 or reduced below 0, so you have a limited pool of tokens. Whenever Kris, Susie, or Ralsei being the other hero variants, deals damage to a target, increase the TP counter by 1. Whenever Kris, Susie, or Ralsei would be dealt damage, increase the TP counter by 1. This card is not considered in play. So it's important to know that you get tokens for taking damage because that can always happen at the first round of the game. Speaking of start of the game, we've got Professor Walsh here. We put all the Cyber Demon soldiers under the villain character card, and we got 2 demons and 2 agents. So start of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more targets in the villain trash, she flips. And then we can actually start fighting her because she has no hit points right now. Here we go. We get another Feral Demon. Alright, Feral Demon deals to non-demon target with second highest HP, 2 melee and 1 toxic damage. Oh, and if that's a hero, and they take the toxic damage, they can't play cards. Shit. That is... well, there's 2 of them, which means one's going to hit Johnny Rocket, and one's going to hit Kris, and that's unfortunate. Tentamort deals a non-demon target with the second lowest HP, 2 melee damage, and that target cannot deal damage till the start of the next villain turn. Jeez. That's Tempest. The Facility Guards deal the 3 non-agent targets the lowest HP, 2 projectile damage each. That's all the demons. They will shoot at weakened heroes. Shotgunner deals a non-agent target with the second highest HP, 3 lightning damage, reduce damage all the target dealt damage this way by 1 till the start of the next villain turn. Oh, that's Kris. So we get a TP from that. That is also unfortunate. So that means that the Feral Demon is hitting anybody but Cypher. We may as well have him hit Johnny Rocket, because he now can't play cards twice, and we need to get rid of those guys, and the Shotgunner. Okay, well, we've got our work cut out for us here, and Cypher starts off by bricking Neural Interface, and do that, draw a card. That's a little better. Alright, Tempest can't deal damage, that's unfortunate. Shielding wins. His power is Torpedo Terror, because, you know, he's driving the submersible. Who else would be doing it? Tempest deals up to 3 targets, 1 projectile damage each, except he can't, so we just draw a card. Actually, why did I play Shielding Winds? I should have played Otherworldly Resistance, that would make more sense. Alright, Johnny Rocket cannot play cards, but he can put the top card of his deck face down, draw a card. And Kris's damage is reduced by 1. Kris will start with Pacify. If this card was the first card that you played this turn, it is. You may use this card's power now without reducing the TP counter. Power is reduce the TP counter by 3. If you do, reduce damage dealt by a target by 1 till the start of your turn. So we're going to go ahead and do that on one of the Feral Demons, because that means its toxic damage won't get through. And so we only have to worry about one person not being able to play cards. Their power is Wood Blade. Kris deals 2 targets, 1 melee damage. If both targets are dealt damage this way, one player may draw a card, but unfortunately, that doesn't do anything. Draw a card. At least I got a free power out of playing that. Realm of Discord plays Buffeting Ephemeral Winds when this card enters play. Destroy all of the distortions, reduce all damage dealt by 1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough. The Initiative plays Captive Vampire. Cool. Alright, so the Feral Demon hits the non-demon target with the second highest for a grand total of 1 melee damage. That'll be Kris, so we get a TP out of it. And they can still play cards because it wasn't toxic damage. Tentamort, it's the second lowest for 1. That is, that's also Kris. That's another TP, so they can't deal damage. The Facility Guards hit the other demons for 1. Yeah, not the Vampire because he's got more HP. Shotgunner, second highest for 2 lightning damage. That's Tempest. Well, his lot is improving. He can now deal damage, just less. The other Feral Demon can't deal damage, because that first hit is -2. And the villain turns a card deals non-demon target with second lowest HP, 3 melee damage, and if it dealt damage this way, it regains 2 HP. So 2 to the Facility Guards. And that's it. Okay, heuristic algorithm. Vascular Aug. Interesting. I'm going to give that to Johnny Rocket. Power will let him draw a card. Draw a card. Tempest. Will Lightning Slash. 3 on this Feral Demon. That's such a waste. Still can't use their power. draw a card. Alright, Johnny Rocket. Fast footwork, draw 2 cards. Play a card. Fast footwork, draw 2 cards. Play a card. Picking up speed. Short-term solution, get rid of buffeting ephemeral winds. And then off of the other picking up speed, I can play 1 more card. He's got nothing hurting him right now. Let's do Still Life then. Oh wait, and don't destroy that. Destroy that one so it goes in my hand. Power, he gets another momentum. Draw a card, he heals 1. And then draw 2 cards. And let's play some cards. Flurry of Blows. Well, let's do Supersonic Surge first. Destroy that, put it back in my hand. Play, I got a Fast Footwork, draw 2 cards. And then off of that, play Flurry of Blows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll take care of both Feral Demons. That's good. And then card play number 2, we're going to do Interstate Charge. 1, 2, plus 7. Oh, we kill the vampire in 1 hit. There. Good. That makes up for the turn he couldn't play cards. Alright, speaking of not being able to do things, Kris cannot use powers. We'll start with Lancer. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 in the trash, 1 in your hand, and 1 into play. So let's see, we've got Supercharge. This card was the first card you played this turn. You may use this card's power now that you're reducing the TP counter. Power is increased next damage dealt by a hero by 3, and they may draw a card. That might be worth playing. The other 2 are both fights. You may reduce the TP counter by 3. If you do, increase damage dealt by Kris by 1 until the end of the turn. Kris deals a target 1 melee damage, you may play a card. Well, obviously, I'm not going to be playing that. So let's Supercharge Tempest, since he's been having trouble, and he can draw a card. For power, let's go ahead and Pacify. Take all 3 of those tension points, and we'll reduce damage. Probably dealt by the Shotgunner. Now let's do Tentamort, because it's not dealing a ton of damage. Draw a card. Realm Discord plays a Portal Fiend. Okay, that would not have gotten rid of the Buffeting Winds. That wasn't a dumb thing to do. And then we're at turn, reveal the top card of the environment deck. If the Distortion, put it into play. Well, there comes the Ephemeral Winds again. If not, discard it, and this card regains 4 HP. Start the environment turn, this card deals a non-environment target with the second highest HP, 3 psychic damage. Cool. There are 3 targets in the villain trash, so she flips. And now it's Adam. Adam is flipped to this side, says HP to 75. Start of the villain turn, move a demon card and an agent card to the villain trash at the bottom of the villain deck. 2 cards are moved this way, put a card from beneath this card into place. So we only got rid of demons, so we don't have to worry about this. Whenever a non-character cyborg is destroyed, move beneath this card, reduce the second damage dealt to Adam each turn by 2. Confusing, but okay. End of the villain turn. It's the highest for 4. That is Cypher, reduced to 3. Alright, so Tentamort cannot deal damage, thank goodness. The facility guards hit the 3 lowest for 1 each. That is Tentamort and the Portal Fiend, and one of our heroes. How about Tempest, who soaks it? And then the Shotgunner hits the second highest for 2. That is Cypher, and he doesn't care. Initiated upgrade. Let's go looking for the Muscle Aug and put it on Kris. Power, let's let Kris draw a card, So we kind of want to try and take out demons and leave the agents in play if we can, although this one is kind of annoying. That said, if it keeps going after Cypher, I don't really care. Tempest will play a Grievous Hailstorm. He will spend the 3, which is now a +2 on Adam, and then 2 to everything else. Well, 1 to everything else. Draw a card. Johnny Rocket. Let's do Rapid Retrieval. I have 2 things to choose from, and one of them is in my hand. Kris will get the Devil's Knife. Increase damage dealt 2 and by Kris by 1. Once per turn, when Kris is dealt damage, you may reduce the TP counter by 3. If you do, Kris deals the source of damage, 2 melee damage. Johnny Rocket draws a card, and then he gets a momentum, and he draws another card, and heals 1. Okay, let's also play the other equipment card, Dealmaker. You may use an additional power during the power phase. If Kris would be reduced to 0 or fewer HP, reduce the TP counter to 0 and restore Kris to X HP, where X is the amount reduced this way, then destroy this card. Okay, I'll be able to supercharge, but I have to do these in the opposite order. Power 1 will finally go ahead and use Woodblade. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so let's hit Tentamort for 2, and then we'll hit Adam for 2. That's 2 TP. Somebody can draw a card. How about Tempest? And then power 2, let's supercharge. 2 TP will give a +3 actually to Tempest. I mean, is he likely to get hit by the Tentamort? I don't think so. I don't know. Actually, no. I'm gonna just use this on Kris. I don't have a good feeling about that. Draw a card. Alright, start of turn, Portal Fiend hits the second highest for 3, reduced to 2, that's Cypher. And we get Explosive Bubbles. This card will be dealt damage, reduced to 1, and the environment turns card deals a 3 non-environment targets with the highest HP, X any damage each, where X is this card's HP. End of turn. Is this a distortion? It is. Its time flies. Cool. Heroes may play an additional card during a play phase and draw an additional card during the draw phase. End of the environment turn, play top card of the villain deck. hit the 3 highest for 3 each. That's Adam. And we'll say, well, Johnny Rocket. And we'll say Kris, who takes 4 and gets a TP. Play top card of the villain deck. Captive Vampire. Okay. Start of turn. Stick a demon on the bottom of the villain deck. And we play a Polgara demon. That sounds bad. End of turning, it's the highest for 4. That'll be Tempest, who takes 3. Tentamort is no longer reducing damage. Non-demon target with the second lowest is the Portal Fiend, actually. Yes, reduce damage it deals by 1. Or no, can't deal damage. The Facility Guards go after the Bubbles for 1, and they drop Tentamort finally and hit the Vampire. The Shotgunners hit Cypher again for 3. Vampire hits the non-demon with the second lowest for 3 melee damage. Portal Fiend, and the Vampire heals 2. Polgara Demon deals non-demon target with the highest HP, H melee damage. Wow, that is Johnny Rocket. And when it's destroyed, increase next damage dealt by Adam by 2. Interesting. Okay, so I can play 2 cards. First card, Initiated Upgrade. Do Fusion Aug on Tempest. Shuffle, draw a card. 2. Let's do Nanite Surge, draw a card. I'll play Networked Attack. Each augmented hero may use a power now. Tempest will do his thing. Johnny Rocket gets a momentum. Kris will do Woodblade. First hit is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to throw that at Adam. It's only going to be 4 because it's reduced by 2, but that's fine. And then the second hit will be 3 to the Portal Fiend. Poor thing. That's 2 TP, and somebody can draw a card. How about Cypher? Each augmented hero regains X, where X is the number of augments next to them, so everybody else heals 1. Power, he'll draw 2 cards, and discard a card, and draw a card. Alright, Tempest gets to use extra powers. Oh, let's play Cleansing Downpour. Awesome. Yeah. Hailstorm. We're going to be getting Cyber Demons, but that's okay. Drops the Bubbles. Oh, he could play a second card also. Shielding Winds. And Cypher should have drawn a second card. Cleansing Downpour, everybody heal 2. Suddenly this game is going to be much easier. Draw 2 cards. Okay, first card play. Zigzag Windup. He will pop Adam for 2 and hit the Vampire. Second card play. Sonic Shattering. He'll deal Adam no sonic damage. Will destroy a momentum. And then he does that target 2 and 2. And then power, he gets a momentum. Draw a card. And he heals 1. And he draws also 2 cards. Okay. I can play 2 cards. I'll start with Courage. If this is the first card you played this turn, we can use its power now, and that is reduce damage dealt to each hero by 1 till the start of my turn. Second card play, let's do Lancer again. We got Tension Gem, increase the TP counter by 3, you may use a power. I'm probably going to play that. Take Care X. Each player may either draw a card or put a card from their trash on top of their deck. And then you may either have Kris deal a target 2 tactic damage, increase the TP counter by 2, or heal a target for 2. That's going in hand. And Defend reduces the TP counter by any amount. Kris regains X HP, where X is the amount the TP counter was reduced. Until the start of your next turn, when another hero will be dealt damage, you may redirect that damage to Kris and reduce it by 1. Not helpful at the moment. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab 3 TP and use a power. Supercharge. Give Kris +3 to their next damage. So, power 1, technically power 2. Woodblade. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to Adam for a TP. And then 2 damage will drop the Vampire. That's another TP, and somebody can draw a card. Kris will. Power 2. Let's pacify Adam. Reduces damage by 1. Draw 2 cards. Realm of Discord plays another Portal Fiend. Well, darn, that sucks because we get the villain card play first. It's another Vampire. Nobody cares. Portal Fiend reveals Pervasive Frailty. Increase all damage dealt by 1. It's a good thing I nerfed the boss. Start a turn. There's still only demons in the trash. He plays Cyber Simulation. Destroy 3 hero ongoing equipment cards. If Adam's in play, reduce damage dealt by agents by 2 till the start of the next villain turn. Oh, interesting. Well, first 2 we destroy are these momentums which go in Johnny Rocket's hand. And then how about Shielding Winds? Alright, end of turn. 4, 3, 4 to the highest. That's Tempest, who takes 2. Nice. The Facility Guards are stuck. The Shotgunner hits the second highest. Or no, actually they're not. They're dealing 1. So that's to the Polgara Demon and the Vampire and the Portal Fiend? Portal Fiend. Shotgunners then are hitting the second highest for 2 lightning damage. That'll be Cypher, who takes 1 and still has the damage reduction. Polgara Demon hits non-demon target with the highest HP for 4 or 5 melee damage. That's Kris. Only 5 and a TP. And the Vampire is the second lowest for 4. That is also Kris. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 4. And another TP. That's the one problem with the Devil's Knife. Oh yeah, that's right. And I can reduce the TP counter by 3. And Kris will hit it back for 2, 3, 4, 5. And get another tension. Okay, oh, we've got the Retinal Aug. That's actually good because I want to play Heuristic Algorithm. And grab the Dermal Aug. And now everybody's augmented. So power, he'll let Tempest draw a card and draw a card. Tempest. Let's chain lightning. 5 to Adam, 4 to the Polgara Demon. Take out the vampire. And then, oh, well, he's going to wipe the board with his power. Power 1. 1 damage gets through on Adam. Drops both agents. And the Polgara Demon. Increase next damage dealt by Adam by 2. 3 damage on the Portal Fiend. And then everybody heal 2. Kris needs it. Draw a card. Let's see. So we're back to only playing 1 card. Let's do Fleeting Mockery. That's not awful. We'll leave that there. And off of that, play Free For All. Yeah. 3 damage to Adam, 3 to the Portal Fiend, destroy a momentum, and then get a momentum and draw a card. And heal 1. Okay. -1 damage wears off. I think Kris is going to fight. Let's reduce TP counter by 3. Increase damage dealt by Kris by 1 to the end of this turn. Kris deals a target 1, 2, 3, 4 melee damage. I'm sorry, 5 melee damage for a TP. I can play a card. Let's do Take Care X. Everybody either draw a card or put a card from your trash on top of your deck. I think we're all just going to draw cards. I don't think there's a ton of stuff I really need to get back. And then I will increase the TP counter by 2. Power 1, Wood Blade, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, Power 1, Supercharge, 2 TP off of that. Increase Kris's next damage by 3, draw a card. Then Wood Blade, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Fight, reduced by 2. 6 to Adam for another TP, draw a card. That's a lot of stuff. Portal Fiend hits the second highest for 3-4. That is Johnny Rocket. And we get Positive Energy Field. And in the environment turn, the 4 targets lowest HP each regain 2 HP. End of turn. That was not a distortion, so this heals 4. And then it, and Kris, and Johnny Rocket, and we'll say Tempest all heal 2. Alright, oh yeah, start of turn, we assimilate a demon and an agent into a cyber demon. It's the first damage dealt to this card each turn by 2, and it deals a bunch of damage. And then we get Behavioral Conditioning. When this card enters play next to the hero with the second highest HP. That is Cypher. Then if Adam is in play, each agent deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 melee damage. There are no agents. When the hero next to this deals damage to another hero or agent target, the hero next to this deals himself 2 lightning damage. That's probably not anything to worry about with Cypher. Adam hits the highest for 6. That is Tempest, who takes 5. Now I regret getting rid of Shielding Winds. Cyber Demon hits the 2 highest for 3 each. That is Cypher, who takes 2, and Johnny Rocket. Wow. Okay, Cypher's going to give himself a Retinal Aug. Second card, play Cyborg Punch. Actually, you know what? I might as well Nanite Surge first. Draw a card. Play Cyborg Punch off of that. We'll have Kris deal a target 1, 2, 3 melee damage. About to Adam for a TP and draw a card. And then everybody heal 1 and Cypher heals 2. Power, literally nobody needs to draw cards. He'll draw 2 and discard 1 and draw a card. See, he didn't deal damage to anybody. He's fine. Let's play Shielding Winds, because I regret not having it out. You know the drill. The Cyber Demon soaks that, and everybody heal 2, draw a card. Fleeting Mockery. It's another Behavioral Conditioning. Yeah, let's just keep that there. Off of that, I'll play Zigzag Windup, hit Adam, hit the Portal Fiend. Power, get another momentum, draw a card, and heal 1. Kris is going to play Rude Buster. We can use the power without reducing the TP counter. So for 5 TP, Kris will deal a target 5 irreducible projectile damage. Let's make that 6. The Cyber Demon so I can hit it again. That's a TP. Power 1, Supercharge. Reduce the TP counter by 2. Increase Kris's next damage by 3. Draw a card. Power 2, Wood Blade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To Adam. 1, 2, 3. To the Cyber Demon. That's 2 TP, and Tempest can draw a card. Draw a card. Oh, Discord plays Reverse Gravity. In the environment turn, the 3 players with the most cards in hand each discard a card. Could be worse. When a target enters play, deal it 2 melee damage. Also true. End of turn. Oh wait, I forgot to have the Portal Fiend hit. Oh, actually, either Tempest or Johnny Rocket. Tempest will take that. I'll take 2. Okay, end of turn. Claustrophobic Delusion, so we don't get to see Reverse Gravity in action. All targets are immune to damage except the hero and villain targets the lowest HP. So right now that's Kris and the Cyber Demon. Interesting. And that's it. There's another agent in the trash, so we will assimilate that into a Cyber Demon. And he plays, oh yeah, Behavioral Conditioning. Hero with the second highest HP is Johnny Rocket. So now he can't hurt agents. That's fine. Yeah, it's much nicer. End of turn, he hits the highest for 4, but they're immune to damage. Cyber Demon hits the 2 highest. They're immune to damage. They're immune to damage. Okay, now we just need to get rid of that. Hacking program, which actually won't work. Okay, never mind. Cyborg Blaster. We'll have Kris deal a target 2, 3, 4 lightning damage, reduced to 2 against the Cyber Demon. They get a TP, and then he'll draw 2 cards and discard a card. Draw a card. Tempest will into the stratosphere, claustrophobic delusion, because there's a good chance it'll get destroyed. He hits Adam for 2. Power 1, Adam soaks this, so do the Cyber Demons. Power 2, everybody heal 2. Draw a card. Alright, Johnny Rocket is going to still life, one of those momentums. He gets another momentum, he draws 3 cards, heals 1, and plays cards. Fast footwork, draw 2 cards. Picking up speed, off of which we'll do a short-term solution on his conditioning. And then I can play off of picking up speed, supersonic surge, destroy momentum, increases damage, play another card, destroy momentum, so he can do 2 sonic damage, and then 1 sonic damage, and 3 projectile damage. He's probably going to end the game for us. Second card play, interstate charge, yeah, that's a pile of damage on Adam. It's at least 9, and we win. That was a fairly easy game, wow. Let's take a look at the rest of Kris's deck, assuming there's anything left that we haven't seen. Leadership of a Hero, reduce damage dealt to Kris by 1. Once per turn when Kris is dealt damage, you may reduce the TP counter by 2. If you do, another hero regains 2 HP. Moss, Kris and one other hero regain 2 HP. You and another player may each use the power printed on your hero character card. Ralsei's Manual, draw 2 cards, you may play a card. Heal Prayer. This card is the first card you played this turn. You may use this card's power now without reducing the TP counter. Power is reduce the TP counter by 3. If you do, each hero target regains 2 HP. Spare. Choose an ongoing card, environment card, or a non-character target with 5 HP or less in play. Shuffle that card into its deck. You may reduce the TP counter by 5. If you do, repeat the text of this card. So you can do it up to 3 times if you have the max counter. X/ also lets you use its power, which is for 4 TP, Kris deals a target 2 melee damage, and then Kris deals a target 2 melee damage, regardless of if you reduce the TP counter or not. So that's pretty nice. And that's it. Kris is a fairly powerful hero, fairly straightforward as well, despite having a token counter. And of course, if you've played Deltarune, it's a lot of fun getting to use their abilities and stuff in Sentinels. But that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see these games recorded live, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/KateSWalker. If you would like to have your decks featured, and admittedly I'm kind of running out of time to feature things this year, but we can still try, submit to either my digital or tabletop simulator proofreading thread, whichever is relevant to your particular deck. You can find Kris on Copper's Custom Decks. You can find the Initiative on Adelphaphage's Archives and All Scanners Assembly. You can find Hydroforce Tempest on Walker's Workbench, and you can find Target Johnny Rocket on Sentinels Community Customs Classics. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to chat. It was good to have you. Tabletop Simulator review something called DLC, Copper's Custom Decks, Adelphaphage's Archives, All Scanners Assembly, Walker's Workbench, and Sentinels Community Custom Classics are not licensed great games. Please support the official release and flip.